A trip to Bridlington, I think, guys. I've got a quick dodgy angle going on here, guys. Yeah, I'm in Brid. It's been a quick trip to Bridlington. I actually came last night to pick something up from Argos, and the wife thought they closed at 6, so I came through and they actually closed at 5:30, so I missed them. So anyway, she got it on and prepaid it, sort of thing, so I had to come and collect it this morning. Well, I think you got from 10:30 till 4:30, I think, on a Sunday from Argos, something like that. So yeah, what's been going on? Nothing's turned up on the job hunting front yet. Got a few more leads though, so I might end up, I don't know, shelf stacking in Tesco's or anything yet. Anything just to get me back to work at the end of the day. So this town does my head in. It's if you don't know these shortcuts through like the housing areas, really is an absolute nightmare. It's and it's going to get worse. It gets worse. I'm working on the road up there. It looks like they've changed the one-way section direction on one of them. Don't know why. It seemed to work okay before, unless it's just while they've got some ongoing works. Yep. Somebody's about to get a ticket. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I used to have to come into Bridlington quite a lot, but I don't have to now. It's more of a town I avoid now. I've noticed starting to get an increase in homeless living in the shop doorways here now as well. Used to be heavy for heroin abuse. I don't know if it still is. I should imagine it still is. It's good. Yeah, I've always had quite a reputation in East Yorkshire for that. And also a reputation for the largest amount of paedophiles per capita, because of course it's a sunshine holiday destination. It will get busy on the Easter bank holiday weekend. 4 days there, it will be absolutely hell on earth. In fact, some of them might even book a week off and be even longer. It gets really busy. I mean, the main thing they tend to come for, really, not just the beach, it's more for the nightlife and the arcades. You know, the arcades, I think, make a killing at those times of the year. But what road is it? Is it 614 that comes into Bridlington? I can't remember. I think that's the road number, I could be wrong. But that is just, it's horrendous on the bank holiday weekends, absolutely horrendous. And of course I have to use it to come out to work, and I've known traffic be tailing out of this town for quite a number of miles. Yes, and then of course when you get like an accident or something like that, and just coming into the town, there's also a lot of trees at one area. I remember coming in one day, and it was strange. It was windy time. I can't even remember why I came in. The wife had me coming in for, I think it was for some Christmas presents or something. But yeah, it was clear coming in, and then coming out, all of a sudden the traffic ground to a halt. And then when I looked far enough ahead, what it actually was a bus, a double-decker bus, could no longer go any further because a tree had fallen from the opposite side of the road. but it left just enough room for smaller vehicles like cars and vans to actually get round the end of it by partially going on the grass. And as it happens, the grass at that area is flat with the road, so it didn't play havoc with the suspension or the tyres. So I was able to squeeze round after a few other vehicles had gone through, but the bus, of course, was stuck. He had no choice but to have another bus turn up from the other side, offload people, and then wait until the tree had been sawn up and removed, which it gets done fairly quickly when it's on a major road, to be fair. It takes a lot longer on some of the side roads, trust me, because they have to get the local woodkeepers to see to them, because obviously this area is still a fair bit of farm estate management and stuff like that, so they have to wait for the estates to come out and see to them. So, but anyway, so it's not a bad day, not beautifully sunny. What are we, 12.5 degrees I make it, so not bad at all really. I've only got this cardi on, it's just my old one actually. I just threw it on because it's the breeze can still have a little bit of a chill to it, that's all. Oh, I've got red again. This town used to be so much easier. All this is all just getting regenerated now. I can remember coming down here a lot in my teens, when we first moved to the area in '79, back into '79. My dad was quite a socially sort of gregarious man, and was into snooker and stuff like that at all the working men's clubs and things. So he immediately got himself down here and got signed up with the British Legion Club, which I became a member of as well later. And you know, it was basically for snooker and a social life. It can be quite a rough town. He played around a lot of the clubs, and you know, a lot of bar fights kick off here and there and stuff like that. But you know, you get over it. But yeah, the working men's club used to be just down, we're just past where it used to be actually. Yeah, it's all been pulled down, and I'm not sure what they're building there actually. But of course, Bridlington is getting massive funding for regeneration and what have you at the minute. And obviously, down the front area has already been completed a few years ago, but this is like another phase of it now. But I'm not sure what's getting built here, whether it's, I can't see it being housing. It's more likely to be commercial or, you know, shopping complex or something maybe, I'm not sure like that. But none of these lights used to be here. There used to be a mini roundabout just here. These are now lights. It's just, it's quite chaotic. So anyway, I'm hoping to get some more video work done today. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to play it, whether I'm going to do a separate unboxing quick show or whether I'm going to do it all in one. I think I'm going to do it all in one, and that's just, this actually that I'm wearing now, and it's a little activity fitness tracker from a company called Amir, and so far I'm quite sort of quietly impressed with it. I mean, it's just buzzed now actually. I've had I'm not sure what, but I've had a notification from it, and that's its main down point at the minute, is the notifications don't stay on screen long enough for you to get a read. It's very much of a quick glance, but that's it there. Just one of those little narrow ones. It gives you the time, your heart rate, and let me get it right. So you get time and date, heart rate, steps and notifications actually on the device. And then the app that you download, and there is an app for both iOS and Android. Sorry, I woke up like Darth Vader with a stick in his throat this morning. I'm getting a bit of cold symptoms, I think. But anyway, yeah, when you go on the app, there's a lot more. You know, you can look at like your calorie burn, and it also does sleep tracking, so you can wear it all the time. and I think is it a week to 10 days of battery life before you have to recharge it. And as soon as you get it out of the box, they just say put it on charge for at least 45 minutes, and then you wear it, sort of thing. Completely waterproof as well, IPX67, so you know it'll take a good dunking, so you can take it, so you can wear it for swimming, cycling. It's supposed to be able to discern between the sports as well, so that it can get an accurate calorie calorie burn count. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to test that, but I can certainly give it a try. But yeah, it's so far I'm actually quite impressed with it. It's doing what I want. Step count seems to be fairly accurate. I mean, I can only check it against the only other one that I've actually worn myself. I've not had an Apple Watch or anything like that, but I did have. Oh, which one was it? Was it the Fitbit? No, not the Fitbit. I can't remember which one it was I had for a short time, and I broke it. It got water in it, and it electronically ruined it. And I wasn't too keen on it. Battery life was terrible on it. I just can't remember which one it was at the minute. I'll find out, and I'll put a bit of text in telling you which one it was. And I found with that one that the step count seemed to be a little bit conservative. It was, you know, it was extremely. I think it undercounted by quite a long way, to be fair. So I'm trying to keep a rough sort of count of how well it works, and so far, yeah, not bad. So there will be a video on that coming. I'm hoping I've got to get some other videos out. I've got quite a few in at the moment to sort of crack on with. You know what it's like, it's just getting the time to do them in it. Yeah, finally out of Britain past Carnival, so shouldn't be long to get home now. So yeah, I've picked up a toy for the grandson. It's his birthday coming up. So I picked up this garage thing. Apparently it was on an offer, so that was why it was so sort of in a hurry to go and get it now. It was on a price cut, I think half price or something like that. So he'll be chuffed to bits with that, because it's what he actually wanted from what I can gather. I mean, he's, what is he? Is he 2? 3? 2? My God, my head is a mess, I tell you. It's yeah, it's just crazy. And then of course this month, sorry, obviously it's April now. Also later this month we've got the second youngest granddaughter's birthday, which is actually on the same day as my daughter, and what have you, it's St George's Day. So, and my daughter, even though she's like, you know, she's just a school teacher now and everything, all grown up, she's like, oh well, at least I'll get a party on my birthday. So yeah, it's chicken dinner today. The wife, what happened was we went and got that other freezer that the wife wanted, so that's all up and running now. I did turn it on after it had been cleaned out. We got it all put in place in the shed, and that's now been filled up with some food from, you know, I think she went to Heron or Farm Foods. Anyway, her carers took her out to one of the frozen food shops, and they filled the freezer up with just cheap frozen foods. Strange thing was, she got these 3 chickens because they were cheap, and it was fortunate that we got them, really, because otherwise I'd have had to pick up some more meat today, because I forgot, my butcher told me last week that he wasn't coming this week. He was taking a couple of days off, and he was going to take his grandkids up the coast to Whitby and what have you, so he's got a reasonable day out for him by the looks of things, so I hope it all goes well for him. But Yeah, and I was sort of looking forward to getting myself a joint of beef this week, but never mind. It looks like it's chicken now. But what happened was I just went and grabbed one of the chickens out of the freezer last night. Well, early on yesterday, and put it on. We have one of those defrost plates to help speed up the defrost process. And I put it on there, and then just forgot about it. And I went back last night, and I thought, oh, I'll stick that in the fridge now. And I noticed on the packet it said cooked from frozen, which to me just isn't right. It's not right. You don't cook something the size of a joint of meat from frozen. So I'm not quite sure how that actually works, but it's a chicken. It'll cook from fresh out of the fridge as far as I'm concerned. Nightmare, this village, especially down this street. It can be worse during the working day because there's a doctor's surgery just there as well. So you get people from all around the area, obviously from a lot of the other villages where they don't have a doctor's surgery, they converge on here, and that section of street just becomes a living nightmare. But it's very rare you'll actually see any section of the main street empty unless there's some roadworks being done or, you know, something like that. It's very rare it happens. There's always a car parked somewhere which causes a bit of obstruction. Time for a shave, I think. So that's that done. Anyway, today is my wedding anniversary. 29 years. So, yeah, we've done the cards and I got some flowers and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's Fred. He's just been laid on the end of the bed with his paws crossed, sort of just dozing and going off to sleep. It's funny when they do stuff like that. It's quite sort of human-like until they're dark, and then they become less human-like, and you want to start on them, especially when they do it at a noise that's just miles away outside. Here's the other one now. Here's Pepper. Hello. There you go. There you go. And here comes Fred now, because he's heard this one getting a fuss. And as you can see, Fred, he's had a shave. Thank you, lad. Yeah, so, yeah, he's had a shave, and theirs wasn't that long ago, so she's probably ready for another one. But anyway, I'm going to get myself something to eat because it's well past lunchtime, and my stomach feels like my throat's been slit. Now then, so I've just gotten done doing a few review videos. It's been a long day, but I do need my hair cut as well. So yeah, it's just been fun, I must say. But I can't get this SD card out now. Come on. Oh, it's failing me. Come on. Got it. Whew, there's all the data. Speaking of which, I so very nearly lost a lot of video footage just before, and what it was I'd forgotten to delete some render files, and it was Final Cut was telling me that the 1 terabit drive was nearly full, which is where I've been storing them. And I went and deleted some stuff, and then everything suddenly just disappeared out of Final Cut, and I was like, no, this cannot be. Fortunately, I hadn't emptied the trash can yet, so I had to go and put everything back and then go through it carefully. It's what you not get for not being careful and not checking before you hit delete. So do bear that in mind. Yeah, I felt sick. I actually felt sick because there's quite a lot of footage there from tech review stuff and also from vlog stuff as well. So yeah, I was panicking a little bit. So yeah, I'm ready to sort of, you know, wrap it all up. I'll go and get this one edited and then start editing some other stuff and see how far I get in the night. I know I've had plenty of tweets that I've got to go and check on. I'm not sure what's going on, but something is it's all going down on Twitter apparently, so I'm not sure why. But apparently my American brother or counterpart or something's been found, according to Robert Cooper. So, who, by the way, you're welcome for all the video love that I've been doing on your gaming videos. And of course your vlogs. But then I know that I get the same love back from you when I upload. So all's fair in love and vlogging. That's the way I see it. But no, it's all great content. You know, I am a lover of content. So I've got a few bits here. I'm not going to show you them because that will spoil the videos that will be coming. But I do have to download another app yet and what have you, so I can get certain things working and see how they go. So basically, guys, I'm going to say sayonara. I know a lot of the vloggers taking part in the car this time round, and that was just because there was that long trip out to Bridlington. And I suppose if you've had, I mean, I've cut plenty out of it, don't get me wrong, but I suppose if you've had plenty to say in one particular place, then there's no point in adding a hell of a lot more to the end just because, you know, that's what you normally do. I'm not going to, you know, rag on and make the video much more than around the usual sort of like 20 minutes I try and aim for absolute max. So, yeah, I'll say goodbye, guys. So do take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Cheers, guys. See you.